Hey girls, so today for you I am filming a more serious video unlike any video I have ever filmed before, and I got inspired by KianaCairnsxo's video and also just my thought process last night. I just thought that there's probably so many girls suffering from depression and anxiety and they don't have anyone to talk to and they feel alone and unwanted and undeserved, and I just want you girls to know that whenever you need someone to talk to, I am there for you. You can add me up on Instagram, you don't even need to, but you can just direct message me and we can talk for as long as you need to about any problems you have, because I know what it's like and this is my story. So it all started back in my grade 9 year, my first year of high school, my freshman year, and I met this guy. He was a year older than I was. He was a junior and we were just hanging out. We'd text all day and all night and have fun conversations, and he asked me out 2-3 months later, and of course I said yes, because honestly I had never felt that feeling before, ever, and I just felt so wanted and loved and it was awesome. And I decided that summer my mom put me into this camp for kids with mood disorders. She didn't think I had one, I didn't think I had a mood disorder, and I thought it was just normal teenage things that I was, going through. So I didn't think anything of it until I met this guy in camp, and we got really, really close, a little too close. Nothing happened, but he understood me. He understood everything I was going through, and that's something my boyfriend never understood. And I told my boyfriend, and he lost it. Like, it was the first time I've ever seen him that angry, and this was like 3 months into our relationship, and he was just really, really angry, and I don't know why. It was really strange. And he was very jealous, and all his friends told him that you don't deserve her, she's too good for you, she's too pretty, blah 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 blah. And that's when he verbally started abusing me. He tried to control me, manipulate me, and he's like, you're a bitch, you're a whore, you're a slut, blah 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 blah. And that is when I started self-harming. I was about 15 when I started, and I just thought that feeling this pain was better than feeling the emotional pain. And that was my way of coping with everything. And he caught me, and he's like, I don't want to date someone who cuts himself, I want to date an emotional wreck, blah blah blah. So I always had to hide it from him. And it really sucked because I really couldn't open myself up to him because I was scared, because whatever opinion I had, if it wasn't what he wanted to do or what he was thinking, if it wasn't his opinion, then it was wrong, and I would get yelled at, and it really just lowered my self-esteem and just really brought me down. And he tried to make me do things I didn't want to do, and I said no, and I started making my way to the door, and I was about to leave his house, and he said, if you leave, I am breaking up with you, quote unquote. And I didn't leave, and I don't know why to this day I didn't leave, because the 2 years I was with him were the worst 2 years of my life. It's 2 years I'll never get back, and 2 years of emotional pain I felt. And I stayed with him, and then that night when he drove me home, he was still so mad about it, and he told me to get the F out of his car, get the F out of my car, get the F out of my car, get the F out of my car. So I did, and stupid me decided to exit and go through the front of his car. Like, I went in front of his car instead of behind his car, and he grabbed his engine and started going, and he almost ran me over with his car. He got like this close from hitting me. And he tried to control me and manipulate me, and I just felt so trapped because I was so young. I just didn't know what to do. I couldn't go to my parents about it because they thought he was this angel and this different person. They didn't see what I saw the whole time. And a couple months, I think a year after we dated, a year and a couple months, we went to Florida with my family for a family vacation, and we went to Bahamas, went on a cruise, all that fun stuff. It was supposed to be a really good time. Until we went to our hotel, and there was a lazy river, and we were just playing around in the water, and I splashed him in the eye by accident, and he flipped, he lost it, he snapped. It's like he has this mentality where he's just he had alternate personalities, where he's one minute he's really nice, and all of a sudden if something bad happens to him, he just switches. And he just snapped, and he held my head under the water, and I panicked. and he almost drowned me. And to this day, no one believes me, any of the things he's done to me. So if you're watching this right now and you still don't believe what he's done to me, and if you think I'm making up this pain or I'm acting, this is not acting. This is the pain I have felt for the past 3 years about your son or your friend or you if you're watching, which I really doubt he is, but I'm making this video to help myself. And I feel if I just let it out, that it's just going to help me recover so much easier. And my boyfriend and I got into this huge fight last night, and I almost wanted to break up with him because I started feeling mentally as if he was my ex-boyfriend, because he started to do things that my ex-boyfriend used to do and say to me, and I told him I can't be with you. And I was on the phone till like 12:30 crying, because it was just, ever since him, I have problems trusting people. I can't, I'm just so hurt, and I'm just, I'll never be able to forget it. It's like the saying goes, a guy can call a girl pretty and she'll forget it, but a guy can call a girl ugly and she'll never, she will always remember it. And that's what I felt with him. Everything that he has caused me, all the pain he has caused me, I will never forget. I will always remember. And there's always a little piece of my heart that is just like, I want him in my life still, but I know what he has caused me. And I saw numerous psychiatrists try to heal from this. And it was just, it was horrible. It's something you should never have to go through. And I'm in so much pain because of it. Everyone says he's changed to become a better person. I will always see someone evil and manipulative and controlling. And it hurts. It really hurts. And to see him with someone else, I feel like you should know what kind of person he is. When he gets angry, he snaps. He was going to try to control you and manipulate you. He will always be that kind of person to me. I do not know why, but he always will have the mentality of a 15 or 16-year-old boy when he's turning 20 this year. He'll always be that guy, and he will always be manipulative, no matter what. And to this day, I still get scared and anxious and nervous being around him, because he still talks about me to his friends. He still looks at me and gives me the finger, and it's something that no one should ever go to. He was a bully. My own boyfriend was a bully. He was an abuser, he was a bully, and I'm making this video to relieve myself of all the pain and anguish. I just need to let it out, and I need to get it out. And if anyone knows him and you're watching this, you now know what kind of person he is. He will always be that person. You may believe me or you may not believe me, but this is my story. This is what has happened to me. And I just don't know how you wouldn't be able to believe me. I am sitting here. I'm upset. I am hurt. I thought that suicide was the answer at one point. I thought that it'd be better to be gone than to stay here and be upset and hurt. And I graduated with him from a course. Not high school, but I took a pastry course to graduating from automotive, and we had to graduate together, and the whole time I sat behind him and I could hear him talking about me to his friends. This was supposed to be a joyful and happy time, and he just ruined it, and he just made it so sad. And I am in so much pain, and no one knows how much it hurts, and no one knows what he has done to me. And they still, I just don't know how you cannot believe me. I have it in writing, my mom has it in writing, that he admits for the first time he has verbally and physically abused me. We have it in writing. She sent him a Facebook message. He did not deny anything that he has done to me. If you don't believe me by now, there's, I just want to end this video right now. I have nothing left to talk about. And to all you people who have judged me, who have left me, who have supported anything he's done to hurt me, you're just as bad as he is. For all the people who don't believe me, you're just as bad as he is. He has admitted to it. He's admitted to verbally and physically abusing me. And if that's not enough, I don't know what else you want me to say or prove. I don't need to prove anything to you. What I know is in my heart, and I know what I've felt, and I know what I've gone through because of him. And since him, I will never be the same person I was when I first started dating him. I will never be that happy, super happy person. Like, I'm happy, but there's always that piece of me that will always be in pain and will always hurt no matter what anyone does. I will always be in pain. I'm in awe and shock that not thinking about it. It's like, how could someone stay with someone that is so horrible and mean and evil and deceiving and manipulative? And I should have left, but I didn't, and now I pay the price. And it got to the point where I had to file a police report because I didn't want him to come to grad, because this one girl invited him and I didn't want him there. And the only way to stop him from going was filing a police report, and a police officer had to come down to my house and sit me down, and we had to talk about everything. Everything. And it was hard, and the fact that I had to relive that was awful, and in a way I'm reliving it now, but it's a relief to get it out. And I know this video will help so many people, whether you're suffering from depression, anxiety, or just an abusive relationship yourself. If you are in a relationship with someone who doesn't appreciate you, who physically hurts you and verbally hurts you, then you just need to leave. No matter what your heart wants, you need to get out of it. It is not healthy for you, and I wish I would have realized it. And I wish I would have had someone to tell me this when I was younger. And I hope that you take everything I have said and told you into consideration and just think, really think about what you want. And you don't need someone to make you happy. The only person that can make you happy is you. So I hope you got something out of this video, and I will talk to you next week.